All right, guys, I am back again with just like kind of a continuation of the other day. Hopefully what I need to accomplish today won't like take as long as the other day. I don't know if you like hanging with me, just crafting, but I decided I'm just going to bring you along for the ride because there's a couple of tricks I want to show you that I have found make my life a lot easier. So I told you before that I'm using and I'm going to sew these so it'll help kind of like not have them out. But I kind of wanted to show you this little card is going to go in here in this little pocket. I did pre-measure them. So it should, if I'm not all thumbs today, in theory, it should fit right in here. Like so. And once it's sewed down, these little ends won't pop up. They'll just, I mean, they're just tacked in there now. So that should just hang out of that little thing there, like that, okay? I might, I don't know if it's all the way in. Oh, okay, there we go. So it should just barely peek out there, okay? Okay, so that said, I'm putting that in the sewing pile over there because I've got quite a few to sew. Okay, so this is another one. I just wanted to show you this card here. This is what that one ended up looking like with that little bird on there. I think it's super adorable. And then this is some vintage lace here. So I'm going to set that in the sewing pile too. Okay, so then coming to this pocket here. This one here, what I like to do is when I'm trying to decide where to place it, I get it in the pocket about like where I'd want it to be. And then I'm going to take my little piece that I'm using and I'm going to kind of just, again, I'm just going to kind of tack it there. Okay. Actually, I think I want it out just a little bit. So I'm going to just pop it up here. Actually, I'm just going to put my glue down first, avoiding this curve of the paper here. I'm just going to put a dab of glue here. And then when I lay my piece down, it'll barely, once the card's all the way in the pocket, then it will just barely peek out. But then I have it perfectly aligned, right where I want it. I don't know. A lot of people may already do that. I don't know. And then, so that one is going to go there. And then the next one is this one, which I already know that it doesn't really matter where I put it per se, because it's going to be long enough to poke out. So I'm not going to worry about that one just yet. Now my next pocket is the one here in the back, right? Because I have 4. That one short piece. That's the long one there. And then I should have one more. There it is, right in front of my face. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this one in there, like so. Just like I did before, kind of lining up my card where I think I'm going to want it. And I pull it out just a little. Okay, and then I'm going to take my next piece, decide which side is the right side up. And then I'm going to put my glue here, and then I'm going to, again, tack it down. I hope this is all in frame for you. Okay, so like that. So just kind of a quick little cheat to help you try to save time and heartache of not having them completely lined up. Okay, close that, put that aside. And then where did my other little piece go? Oh no. I popped it out of the way, but where did I pop it out of the way to? Uh-oh. You guys can probably see it, huh? And I'm just, that's not the right piece there. That's just an extra. Did I fall on the floor maybe? Oh, it's just attached to this lace over here. Oh my goodness. Talk about panic attack. so this one will go right in here, like so. So I'm just going to put my glue kind of right here. Like I said, just tacking it down. Like so. Okay, so that'll go into the sewing pile. All right, now next, this is kind of how this one turned out. I like it. And I'm going to use some more vintage laces. And I do believe that in this video, I'm going to end up adding Lori at Grammy's Keepsakes in there because I think I've used some of her doilies. This one's going to be kind of layered, and I want it on this side. Again, this one is going to be sewed, but it's going to be sewed in stages, if you will. Again, I'm just kind of doing this stuff to kind of tack it down. So I want this at the edge. Oh, pull it down a little bit. Like so. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this and go over the top of this one down a little bit. Like so. And this is kind of just like a turquoise velvety thing. I want to say maybe Emily sent me these, that color. I don't really remember. Okay. All right. So then on top of this, once I sew it, then we'll tack this little guy here. And I believe I got this from Amy at Glamping and Glitter. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that'll finish out that one. So I'm going to set this one aside and put this in the sewing pile. And then we have these, which I don't have any idea precisely because we got to cover up this little bird. And this one's going on this side and this one's going on this side. And so I was kind of thinking of using some of these vintage laces here, but maybe layering up the laces a little bit because I like the card pretty much how it is. Like, I don't want to do a whole lot of changing. I like the gold. I like the teal back there. It leaves a little bit of space to journal on this side and the other side. But I was just going to see how it looked layered. And I think I like that. And of course, this one's going to be sewed too. So I'm going to put this one right at the edge. Because also, I mean, I would put like a lot more like bulky stuff in it, but remember we're doing an altered book, which layering isn't necessarily a great thing inside of the journals, if that makes any sense. Like, or not, I mean, regular journals, yes. But when you're working on an altered book, obviously you can put some layering in there in the form of tags and laces, but you don't really want to put, I was just going to check this vintage lace and just see how it looked over the top. Nope, I do like this one. And I've ordered more of this one in because I knew we would need it. And I don't think I'm wrong. I do think I'm going to need it. Oh gosh darn it, it just fell on the floor. But yeah, I will link Amy's channel, or well, her Etsy shop, and also Lori at Grammy's Keepsake, because I'm almost positive some of the things that I'm going to be using some of the doilies are part of a pack I got from her like a while ago. I don't actually have any idea if she has any more of that vintage stuff. It would be great if she did, because I'm just about out of the doilies. But I don't think I've seen any of those pop up. Nope, and this lace isn't liking that on the top there. Yep, it is falling off. I think I just may have let the glue sit too long. It's all right. We will just put a little bit of glue in there just for tacking purposes. Yeah, I do like that layered. Yep, I do like that. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in the sewing pile as well. It looks like sometimes this will happen. You didn't get quite to the edge. So what I usually do is just take a little bit of art glitter glue and carefully just pop it back down like so. Okay. And then I usually do kind of already have checked the corners, but yeah. All right, so this one is any of the lace that we put on. It's got to be on this side. Looks like I got a little bit of napkin there. But we got to cover this up somehow. So I don't know. I've got a ton of kit ephemera here. That is one thing about her kits. Like, you really don't lack for any embellishment pieces, really. Those are pockets. Just wondering if we could layer one of the stamps in there. Like a heart. We could do a heart with a word. I kind of like the stamp right there. I probably should have sorted this into like small ephemera versus big ephemera. But your girl wasn't that smart before the video started. I mean, we could do it. No, I like that. I think the stamp is it. And normally I would kind of cut around these, but I think I like it without that. So ink around, grungy it up. Okay. Then I was thinking, so we have all this book page, maybe I could find another kind of where he's like writing the letter. Just some text somewhere. It's not like we don't have a ton of these, so, you know, we can just kind of keep searching for a few minutes anyways. And I might find a couple, because I think I might end up doing some of this on that other one. But it was really bright, so I'm going to show you how I dulled it down. Very similar to what other people do. My fingers are all gluey, so that's not helping anything. Well, if I don't find any in the next couple, then I'll just use some of the music sheet we have. That will still look good. I'm not finding any right offhand, so I'll find some that we can use as decorations a little bit later. I do, however, oh, here's a smaller music piece. Clean that up just a little. And this music, I think I might have said before, but this is 1906 music, so, oops. So not what Karen wants to hear when I'm making her journal, huh? Oops. The oops doesn't matter because we're going to put this on top of it, and we're going to add it here, I think. I also think I would like something else in there. Can't use that. That's part of the spine. Let me see what else I got over here. That probably won't match too much. Nope. What do we got for scraps, guys? This might. And something like this, maybe. You know, strangely enough, I kind of like that. I think we could probably even put it up just a little bit higher. And then we never even know. What if we put it like that? I ripped the bird's beak off, huh? Yeah, I kind of like that. It still lays it flat enough that when she goes to journal, it won't be too obnoxious, like going through the card. If that makes any sense. I'm actually thinking as soon as I get these sewed, then I'm thinking that I'm going to put some of our dots on. The stickles or liquid pearls, whichever. I know that they're two different brands, but I can't remember exactly which ones I have. I think I'll use the bronze ones I have. Okay, so we'll call that one almost good. Let that dry a few minutes and then I'll go sew that. And then I need one more big tag. But I was going to show you something with this one because this one's very cool too. And I think, I don't know, that might be, I kind of think this last little girl might look really good on it, but I'm going to have to obviously take it down a little bit to make her fit. I keep dropping all my lace onto the floor. Oh, and there goes the vintage basket all over the floor. Okay. Well, yeah, interesting times, huh? I'm going to have to go in a few minutes anyhow. And then I'll come back with the sewed things. Paul just got home from the grocery store, so he'll need help unloading everything. And I think I do want to take a little bit more off this side. Okay, so what I was saying about toning down is that these are super bright, right? Like they are just not kind of the scheme of things. So what I usually do is I destroy everything over on the other side of the room. And then, no, and magically it just comes together, right? No, just teasing. I just take my little sponge thing, and you can actually do it with your dauber too if you want. But I just get a little bit of ink and I go in there and I just tone everything down. And I'll tone this pink down on this one too before we glue her on. So I just wanted to kind of show you what I do to kind of bring it back down. So you see it's still really bright. So if you just take a little bit of your ink and just lightly kind of go through it, see, and kind of just tones it down and take, in my opinion, it kind of gives you a little bit more of a vintagey feel. Obviously, it's vintage photo, but okay, let's glue this little pretty girl on. Oh, that looks so cute, doesn't it? I might have to chase her around a little bit because I don't think I got it all the way to the edges, but oh my goodness, I love that. Okay, so then I trim my tops. Okay, I'm going to ink around it, and then this is also one that I'm going to sew like I did the other ones. And then I do think I'm going to ink around her edges here as soon as she's dry, but that'll be like after sewing, I think, because it will take a little bit. Because yeah, I'm not quite down in those areas, and you just sometimes you just kind of have to play with it, play with your edges a little bit. I think she was up a little bit on this side too. Okay. Oh, so darn cute. All right, perfect. Okay, guys, this is a good stopping point for me. Obviously, I'm going to sew, and then I'll come back and show you what it looked like, or what it looks like, I should say, finished. And then, yeah, we'll just get to loading these as soon as I get back. All right, guys, I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, guys, I am back to finish up this, and I haven't even trimmed my strings yet. How about that? Some people trim strings, some people don't. I do. Let's get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Okay, let's... I know this goes on a blue page close to the front. So I'm just going to load these as we go so that I don't lose my plate. Oh, right there. That's where that one goes. Okay. Okay, now This one goes in this one. Okay, squish down in there, perfect. Yep, lays flat, good, good. Okay, this next one goes in this one here. I think we'll know for sure once we stick it in there. Yep, lines up pretty good. All the way in. Okay. This one is this one here. Snugged all the way in. Okay, and the next one a little further back. Right there. Okay, now there's two that need some other work. But then this one of the last pockets. Okay. This one goes here. Is that where that one went? Nope, it's not. Because these two go on the same pages, but can't remember which ones they were. Oh, right here. Okay, so that one's done. Leave the lace poking out a little bit here. Okay. This one, I'm going to go ahead and leave it how it is. I was originally going to put something on it, but I think it might get snagged up in the pocket. So, okay, I'll put this one right like that so it pokes out just a little bit. And then this little girl needs to be trimmed, and she goes in this pocket back here. Here. Like so. And I believe this is the one that goes there. Okay, so when we need to finish gluing that one, because we have our little pieces here. And again, I'm pretty positive, because I got it out of the same sack that Amy had sent me. Okay. We'll just pop that on there. I am going just a little bit thicker than I probably normally would because of that velvet. It's going to start seeping in there. And I do think maybe I won't trim it. Maybe I'll just make sure it's kind of, and I may end up having to Fabri-Tac it. I'm not sure. We'll just see how it's going to hold. Oh, it doesn't seem to be holding. Yeah, we'll give it a second. It doesn't seem to be holding, so I'm going to grab my Fabri-Tac from over here and have it at the ready if need be. Is it going to hold? I don't think that it's going to hold. So I'm just going to go ahead and, instead of second guessing and waiting for it, we're just going to do the Fabri-Tac because I know that will hold. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. And I think in the next video is going to be the cover work. Oh yeah, see, she's just by that little bit we've done, she's starting to poke up a little bit. So a lot of the kit ephemera is going to be the kind of the stuff that goes into these pockets here, like the some of these here, since we've made some other ephemera. So then, yeah, I probably won't bring you along for that part. We'll just kind of see how we're getting. I do want to try to add a couple of like little pockets here and there to add more of the kit ephemera, because as it sits now, those are not going to fit like in all the pockets. Like I won't be able to use like a lot of the kit with that. So yeah, I'm just going to start filling, and then when I come back, like I said, we will finish up the cover together. And then I think this little glorious journal is just about there, except for maybe some fine tuning. Yeah, because that's where that one goes, right? Yeah. And it's not quite dry, but I'm just going to stick it in there a little bit. Not up to the glue mark, but then I won't close it either. I won't close the book out. So, okay. All right, guys, thank you for joining me again, and I will just talk to you soon, and thank you for subscribing. Welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to returning subscribers, and I will just talk to you soon. Bye, guys.